The 4th of July is coming. We are already at that point of the year, and this is one of the biggest retail weekends of the year. If you sell in the United States, you want to be approaching this holiday correctly. And also it's extra special this year because it is the 250th anniversary of American independence. I'm just gonna give you guys some ideas to kind of get the creative juices flowing and show you how you can make this as best as possible, essentially. So this was a promotion that we did last year, which really crushed it for one of our clients. This is basically going into like buy 3, get the 4th free. You can see 4th of July, just like pulling in that sort of imagery, that vibe, and so on. This worked really, really well. If you're in the CPG space, right, I think doing an email like this where you're able to bundle and like you're able to give offers like these, I think this actually works super well for anyone who's in the luxury space. And this brand has a little bit of a higher AOV in general, and as a result it like works quite well because you're not discounting, you're not saying sale, you're not saying things that cheapen your brand in any respect. So here, by buying 3 and getting the 4th, this is something just in general, a principle for your email marketing for brands that have higher AOVs or just like want to kind of maintain a premium positioning, is if you're going to do a sale, make sure people have to reach to get it. Make sure they have to do something to get it. So it's not just like 20% off on anything, which is pretty indiscriminate. You want to be discriminate. You want to say, okay, yes, you can get a discount, but only if you buy 3 things first. And it's like, okay, there's a stipulation. So that kind of maintains your status as such. And you'll see even some like pretty luxury brands. If you actually go into any LVMH brand kind of store here in Europe where I live, you'll actually see whenever they do clearance sales, it's generally a bundle. So you still, right, you can get some offers, but you have to spend at least $500 or what have you. Second thing, if you have American made ingredients, guys, this is like a really, really good thing to do. This is a promotion we did for one of our clients last year. Imagery, pretty great. And then actually now with AI image generation, you can just make things like these. You don't have to go and do a photo shoot, because even last year it wasn't at the level that it's at now. You can see we go through all of the American ingredients that we pull in here, and this like does really, really well. I think just in general in the world right now, a lot of people want to buy things that are made close to them. And I think this just in the normal run of events is a really good thing to do, to show off where you make your stuff is really, really good. And also something, we didn't actually have this in this email, but something we often do for this brand is that for veterans, we will get them in with their kind of GovX ID. So veterans get an extra discount. And this is just something that's really nice to kind of show at this time of year. And even for people who aren't veterans, which is going to be, the majority of people on your list, just statistically speaking, it makes them feel better about buying from your brand. It makes them feel like they're supporting something that supports the United States of America, which they are. So yeah, like just a quick email like this that shows off the kind of Americanness of your products is great. And even if your products aren't American, but let's say your team is, you could show that off, right? So just show off the general Americanness of your brand. You don't have to do that though, right? So this is like this 3rd email, right? This is more of a general 4th of July kind of thing. You can make it feel exclusive by giving it early to your subscribers, even if it's a smaller list, or sorry, by giving it earlier to your VIPs, I should say. Even if that's a smaller list, you'll see it'll actually do a huge amount of revenue. I don't have this screenshot here, but it's from a different sale recently. For one of our clients, their VIP list is like maybe like not even 1,000 people, because we have it set at 3 orders and it's a higher AOV brand, right? So you wouldn't have many people who are in that category. We set live their Memorial Day sale, and the first email sent to that maybe 800, 900 people did almost as much revenue as the email we then later sent to 70,000. So this is to say that if you want to give some kind of exclusivity, if you want to make it special, actually doing a pre kind of sale to your VIPs can be really, really effective. I wish I had that screenshot in here, but I don't. So yeah, just like in general on sales, just to remind you guys, this is just to get the creative juices flowing. Sales in general, you want to hype up the sale. You want to have an aggressive sending cadence during the sale, right? So this means you want to send a couple of emails during the actual 4th of July weekend itself. Then you want to have some emails afterwards that give reminders, right? So you want to do final reminder, and you would just exclude people who've purchased from that. You can give people another opportunity to purchase, right? So here you could go with like a plain text. Here you could do a couple of designed emails, and then here you could do a final plain text reminder, which can really, really drive a lot of revenue at the end of things. So yeah, all in all, if you were to do like 5 really quality emails with, these 3 ideas being there for you, and the hype email pretty much writes itself in plain text, you're basically almost there. So yeah, guys, massive weekend, 250th anniversary of American independence. So it's an extra special year. Happy 4th of July to everyone.